Hello there Algarve lovers, welcome back to our channel, and today we're on the beautiful island of Armona, and if you're not familiar with it, it's in East Algarve. It's a 15-minute boat ride from Olhão. So here we are on the Ria Formosa side. I think the 2 o'clock ferry's just leaving, going back to Olhão. The 1:30 that came over was absolutely crowded. But what a beautiful bay. So in the summer, they cordon this area and another area just over the jetty there, so that the kids can swim nice and safe, so there's no boats allowed. There is no traffic on the island. There's a couple of lovely little restaurants right on the beach here. The first one is A3. Then the one after that is Carlos 2. And a nice little addition this year is they've let them use part of the beach to serve drinks and food. That was down to Miguel, that owns Carlos 2. And you might be wondering why they call it Carlos 2 when the guy's called Miguel. So Carlos used to run it for about 30 years before he took over, so they kept his name. There's a nice little jetty there. Well, it's lunchtime now, so it's not so busy, but normally all the kids are diving off into the water. Quick peek at the restaurant inside, quite busy. You've got Paradise up there, which is where we had the meal last week. That video's on if you'd like to check it out, guys. You've got Tilinhas bar that serves snacks and drinks. Then you have Tilinhas bar here, right on the beach. In fact, this was the very first bar we ever came to many years ago. So they've got it cordoned off again here, this side, so that the boats can't come in. Now the further you walk around this bay, the quieter it gets. So that's the restaurant Tilinhas. So in the background you've got Olhão there. And along this coast there are a string of islands. You've got Farol, Calatra, Armona, Fuseta, Tavira, Cabanas, right the way up the Ria Formosa. So this end, actually I'm going to just take my shoes off and get in the sea, guys, because it's boiling. Yeah, so this end is a lot more calmer, the waters, and when the tide's out you can actually walk right the way around to the Atlantic end, which as the crow flies is about 1 kilometre, and there's a path that runs right down the island that takes you from where you've just seen that boat right to the Atlantic end. So I'm going to show you this end first, and I'll do a part 2 and show you the Atlantic end. Oh, it's lovely and cool on the feet. That is baking today, guys. So just behind me there we've got all the lovely holiday homes. Now there's about 800 houses on the island, and this time of year there's not many that are empty. It's not a bad place to have your lunch, is it, up there on your terrace? You don't have far to go to the beach. I'm going to show you along the front where the path is, where it all happens. So come and join us, guys. So I'm on the jetty where the boat comes in. This is where all the kids dive in. Well, not just kids, even old folk like me. So there's a view of the bay from the jetty. And then this leads to that 1 kilometre path I was telling you about that splits the island up, and you can walk right down to the Atlantic side. So we've got a few bars and restaurants at this end. There's a really well stocked shop here as well. I'll just show it you now. It's called Perez's shop. The guy's actually retired now, but they've still kept his name. Little souvenir shop. And just a little bit further up, there's another little fruit and veg shop. It also sells fish. So here's a quick peek at some of the houses. Very pretty. So this is one of the shops that sells fish. Look at them guys. That's a small shop. Now for the next 400 to 600 metres, it's just houses. And on one side, you've got that little campsite, which I'll just show you. So the houses come in all shapes and sizes, from little wooden shacks to mansions, which I'll point them out as we're walking down. You've got the bomberos there. In fact, there's 2 quads on the island. That's all you're allowed. No vehicles. Yeah, the Bomberos has one, and one of the shops that is down the other end needs it to transport the goods from the beach to the restaurant. So there's one of the mansions. Now I do believe the owner of that was like captured the Navy, because this is owned between the Navy, the Ria Formosa, and the Camera, which is the council. There's another beauty here as well. Now if you turn right down any of these, I'll just show you'll come out at the quieter side of the beach. Just, you can see in the background there, cut through there, and you come to a nice quiet part of the beach. The further around you go, the quieter it becomes. So we're coming up to the Orbiter campsite on the right here. It's been here for many years. Never actually stayed there. Now, because of the times of the boats, we've missed it. This is normally heaving, with the people from the boats walking from the Ria Formosa end to the Atlantic end. All you can smell at the minute is barbecues. So if you do fancy a day trip on Armona, the boats run every hour. They're on the hour from Armona and on a half hour from Oyal. Or if you'd like to take a holiday here, just drop us a message in the comments below and we could help you out. So you've got a kids play area here. Then right opposite, we call it the halfway house because you're literally halfway to the Atlantic when you reach this bar. It's Convivio Tilinhas. It's a really nice traditional fish restaurant. You see the guy on the barbecue now. And there's just some of the fish. Smells lovely. I'm going to pop down to the bay and show you the view. Just got to cut through the back streets here. So there's the view of the bay, guys. Now when the tide does go out, you can walk right across that, right the way around to Atlantic. There's some beautiful properties here, really nice. And this property here, in all the years I've been coming, I've never seen anybody in it, and it's absolutely stunning. So guys, hit that notification bell if you'd like to see part 2, because I will show you the other end in part 2. If you'd like this walking, talking tour, hit the like button. If you'd like to see more of our videos, smash that subscribe button, guys. Hope to see you in the next one. Ciao for now.